Very good.
Okay, well, we're going to restart. Well, I guess I don't even know that.
The first take was a joke, by the way. Okay.
I mean, the first take was a complete and utter joke.
We were kidding on the first
Very,
take.
very, very warm welcome.
Very good evening. Very good to see you guys.
Very great. I mean, very, very, very great. And you might notice, if you are streaming on YouTube, which a majority of our viewers do.
Yay!
Brand new. Hello, Architectural Digest even.
Right.
Channing has been working all day and night.
So hard on our new set. I mean, it looks like we have just, we've hired a professional. Looks like we've spent millions on this. And we have.
And you might be thinking, how much?
How much? Eee.
Upwards of 500. Okay.
500 mils. So, these are the prints, that we discussed last week from Hannah, our friend Hannah on Instagram.
Right.
And so Tristan got them kind of sized in the sizes that we wanted them because I went out and got, y'all will never believe it, I went out and got frames today. I went out and got frames today.
Go out and get frames.
I went out and got frames today. And then, I said we were going to wear our pajamas today, but I had to I'm just wearing a sweatshirt, but I had to go in CVS and get these printed, okay? Walk into CVS, freaking nightmare in there. Freaking nightmare. At first,
every time I go in CVS, it's a freaking nightmare.
Like, I thought I was getting off, lucky because I walk in. I got a little candy.
Mama noticed the
Things first.
Easter candy was on sale. Easter candy was on sale.
It actually wasn't, which is the...
You're kidding.
No, I thought it was going to be.
You know what it is? The tariffs.
I think so, too.
You know what it is?
I think it's going to be... That's what it's going to be.
It's going to be the...
I agree.
So, didn't even want to mention that.
I agree.
I mean, it had to.
It's totally, definitely. Very, very, very cool. Definitely. Okay, so anyway, I got the candy. I got this sparkling water that's rolling on the ground, and then I went up and got the photos that I ordered. You may notice there are 3 on the wall. I ordered a 6.
Right.
And then the photo machine, I don't want to bore y'all with the details, but the photo machine wasn't working. The poster machine wasn't working. I at first walked out with an envelope, very small envelope, and I was like, there's no way this is correct, with pictures of a whole different family that were not me.
Where were they at?
What, baby?
Were they on vacation? Was it just like...
I looked like that. I think they were at a basketball game. We're doing like mother, son, and then like a few different family photo ops.
Dubai, potentially, perhaps.
I think that's what it was. It might have been Canyon and his mom. You never know.
I do miss Canyon.
I do too. We have missed Canyon. We have missed you really bad this past week.
Canyon, Coachella was not the same without you.
It wasn't.
Canyon.
We missed you. A couple people were also asking if we ever told Canyon that we were kidding with him. We did.
We did. Did we?
His friend that submitted him did. So he knows he's off the hook. I think he commented on the TikTok.
He did comment on something.
Or the YouTube or something.
Yeah.
So, y'all, he was a great
He didn't want to do Canyon reveal.
Canyon reveal.
Canon event.
Canada.
It's a Canon event. I cannot interfere.
800 different names. So anyway, got the art. This is a work in progress. We're going to have to get these reprinted maybe at Staples or something this weekend.
And there are frames for them. But if you're not watching on YouTube, we picked out I Like the Beat. And also additionally to such as also Antuso, Orangina, Kat made this one for Channing for your birthday.
Our friend Kat Wellington hand painted this. It's an Adagianas, brick and mortar location of Adagianas with a bench in the front yard.
With a bitch on the bench in the front yard.
A little bit of that flower, what would you call that? Walkway effect? Clouds in the sky? I mean, it looks
it almost has
picture perfect.
Almost has a walkway effect.
Yeah, Kat gave me that for my birthday. Very thoughtful. Very, very unique. Thoughtful. Very different. Very cool.
You know what I'm realizing? Oh, we have the nice up there. I don't even think you can see that one, but it says nice.
Yeah, so we're getting these reprinted bigger so they fit into the frames that I got.
And then, the frames will be cute. And then I don't know if we've ever talked about the meaning behind our bags. So Channing was the originator of this purse. I friggin' loved the purse. Tell us about, a little bit about the history of the Alligator purse.
Okay, I would love to do that. So this Alligator purse I actually got for Christmas in 6th grade. Okay. This one is mine. This one is the newer version, which is Tristan's. And I guess when I was at home a couple years ago, it brushed back up to the surface, okay, when I was in Alabama. And I thought, now that is just freaking hilarious now, isn't it? So I grabbed it. And it's cute, So I was like, it's fashionable. Wore it when I was how old are you in 6th grade? Like 12?
12.
Let's bring it back.
12
Let's
or 12?
bring it back.
12 and a half?
12 to 12.
12, give or take.
So I brought it with me to LA the next time I came. And then kind of just popped around with it. People, got a kick out of it and that kind of thing.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay.
You can barely fit anything inside of it. But when I was in middle school, I put like one pencil in it. I had a juke cell phone.
Okay.
You know what that is?
Yes.
It's like this skinny, like this big, and it flips up, so it would
I
fit
had
in
a
there.
chocolate.
You did?
I would have put mine in there too.
Yeah, that would be perfect. So it's pencil, pencil, and a juke phone. That's all I could fit.
My
And
pencil and my
these
juke.
days, all you could fit in there is like one credit card and one singular, like my apartment key. I couldn't even put like my key fob in
That's
there.
fine.
So.
That's all you need.
I agree. And so then what did you do?
Then I was a little bit tipsy at one point. I forget where
Nice.
we were when I purchased it, actually. I think we were just, maybe we were at dinner. We were sitting at
think
like
it was
the
around the
table.
holidays a
Yeah,
couple
it was
years ago.
almost around the holidays,
Believe it or
not. We love the holiday season here.
Definitely very, very
You know,
unique.
Christmas lights and shit like that and
Very
everything
cool.
like that. And then I actually went on eBay and I found the exact same repliconic dupe of the handbag. And I was able to solidify that purchase.
You had it within like 2 days.
I know.
Later, we were matching.
And then they completely freaking shipped it. And then we
Yeah.
were able to wear it to the Christmas party that next day, 2 days later.
Absolutely.
I think I ordered it on a Friday. I think we had it maybe on a Monday.
Absolutely. And the rest is history. So, and I also brought that to lunch with Lisa Vanderpump last week, the purse.
And she really
got a
did.
kick out of it. So we're putting these up, as part of our set because at this point the zipper's broken off of mine. The straps hanging on for dear life with Tristan's. It's not good for us to bring them out in public.
They've
that
gone through war.
frequently.
They've gone through
They've
war.
gone through war and back. So we're just kind of keeping them up for y'all's eyes only for right now. Thank you so much.
There's something very odd in my cup. I think my cup is dirty, and I just took a sip of it, and it's tasting like a little bit like an up dog.
It's really making you feel sick. You want to open it up and see what it is?
I don't know that it
You
is
brought
actually.
that to the desert with you, didn't you? That
yeah,
cup?
yeah, but then I switched to my Hero Cosmetics cup.
Let's see.
1 second.
What is it
I don't
tasting
think-
like?
Just like a little bit off, like a little bit up dog in it. It looks really clean, doesn't it?
It does.
What do you think? You know what? It could be like leftover, like liquid IV or something.
Also, did you leave your Brita out for a long time and then pour it in there?
No, I just refilled that water. That's brand new water. That's brand new water.
Well,
Brand new
who's
water.
to say? I would wash that either way, Trish.
I am going to wash it eventually here. So therefore,
Very, very cool.
very, very cool.
Very unique.
I mean, it was a weekend.
It was a weekend. Before we get into that, because that's going to take a long time, can I show these?
Yes, you can show these.
These.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to kind of intro them or no?
Y'all, speaking of items that mean a lot to us, you all, the audience, know kind of those key marquee items. One of Channing's happens to be her house wedges. What you're about to see on the visual, and if you're not watching on YouTube, if you're listening on Spotify or Apple or any of that shit,
Tristan will describe it to you.
we will
verbally.
describe it to you. So what we are seeing, and lift up that leg for me, is a custom Kohl's Cash
Hold on.
house wedge.
Kind of trying to show.
So got a Kohl, and maybe we could trying to think if you could put your leg up on the trash can maybe. Anywho, we could also take a picture of it and
Let's
insert
do
it
that.
here.
Let's do that, and I just did
So-
like this, so we might have to censor out my cooter randomly.
We might have to censor out the cooter.
Well, considering. Anyway, I mean, I got home a little while ago and looked out my front door. Huge box from Kohl's, y'all. I mean, I was blown away, and I was thinking, okay, not only is that too sweet,
Look at
maybe it's a shirt, maybe it's some jeans. They made me my very own house wedges that say Kohl's Cash on them, and no one else has ever made me homemade wedges before. So very, very sweet.
Nothing could have expected me for that.
No, very thoughtful and etc. So I'm sitting here wearing them, and maybe we'll add them to our archive at some point, kind of here
Yeah.
in our studio.
I see what we have. I see the studio maybe having even like a little platform
I was
or
thinking
something.
like a shelf or a shadow box,
Like a memorandum
Memorandum
box.
Yep.
Could be really cute. Rest in memorandum.
Yep.
But I mean, the detail, that was really sweet. The details.
Oh my gosh, I
that
know. Thank you so much, Kohl's. I mean,
shout out to Kohl's. Yeah, I know y'all don't give a damn about me, but at least y'all, care about my wife, and that is kind of
Really
all
so
that
kind.
matters. Very, very, very thoughtful and very, very kind as well, and unique as well.
definitely very, very cool, Kohl's. Okay, so that's really, I think, it for getting caught up, and now we can get into Coachella Weekend too. Tristan's got a sweatshirt on.
Got my sweatshirt. Friday night, I have never, before we start, I have never been so cold. I mean, I was freezing.
I was too.
We all had to get sweatshirts, and you know what? That's just what had to happen. But we all looked really cute running around in our sweatshirts. Wind gusts of about 25.
It was freezing.
And just that absolute smoke and mirrors inside of a young woman's body. So
and we were all, I was topless. So I had to get a sweatshirt. I was freezing.
I agree.
And we'll get into that too in a minute. But we
also
all got
too, but y'all want to wait to hear about that too.
Definitely very unique.
Channing.
But anyway, so we all got either that sweatshirt or there was like a tannish one. I got that one too. But the good thing about it is they were about only $87 each. And
When
we
you're
all
cold
bought
at the
one.
festival, all you need to do is buy an $87.
Bank that night. Everybody there bought. They were like selling out of every sweatshirt. But it was cold. I mean, we had no other choice.
I had no other choice. So
with that being said,
I mean,
wow.
we had a ball and a half. And I know y'all are following along, you know, on Instagram and TikTok and like all those other apps and shit like that. But
we did post some updates on there, didn't we, Tristan?
We did.
Definitely.
And I mean, we had such a gorgeous time. We got in on Thursday night and really was able to take it in. Me, Kat, Channing, and Brett all rode together. The memories we made in that car just last time. They just laughed.
They're going to last a few
decades.
I think so too. The memories we made on the way there. I
think that's one of the most important parts about, you know, going on trips with your friends and shit like that. Like, you just need to make
You were
memories.
working up front, and me and Kat were in the back. We had plenty of room, plenty of room and plenty of leg room.
Luckily, none of us ever overpack.
Right.
At all. So
we all packed like 75-pound bags for some reason. So anyway, we had a ride of our lifetime to get down to the desert. We were the first ones to the house. We were very excited to be the first car to the house for room dibs, even though it didn't really end up making a difference.
And, I think what was the fun part, I mean, we were all kind of saying this. Kat was mainly, like, we're going to be fine.
Yeah.
If we have our own bedroom and we have our own bathroom, like our private bedroom and private bathroom.
I'm not picky at all on bedroom. I just want to make sure I'm completely by myself in my own room with my own bathroom.
Sound machine. Box fan.
I want views of the pool.
I agree. I want a door out that goes out to that pool.
Me too. I want the primary. That's all I'm gonna say.
I want the primary.
Did we get it? No.
Of course we did. We were, Channing and I typically were on the chopping block.
For some reason, we're on that chopping block.
We try to be, the sweet and kind.
Go with the flow, and then sometimes that comes and bites you.
Bites us in
the cooter.
Literal coot head.
Right.
So
there was about 15 probably-ish people in the house, and there was 4 bedrooms. So one to 2 people were going to have to do either an air mattress or a couch. And I was just like, I really don't want to do that. Like,
no.
We're all paying like the same amount of money. Like, we need to
shit
rotate.
Ton of scary amount of money, unfortunately.
Right. So anyway, you want to say what the rooming assignments ended up being?
I mean, y'all can probably guess. I slept in the tub.
We were joking on the way there. I was like, I'll sleep in the closet. Tristan will be
Jenny's gonna sleep in the closet. I'm gonna sleep in the tub. Then we should call it a day, and we're gonna get some good old rest. No, we ended up. Channing and I were in the bunk room pretty much every night.
Except the last night I was out.
Except last night. I slept on the bottom bunk and the top bunk. Everyone was kind of flipping out.
We were rotating.
Sodi graciously, did the couch one night.
Megan and Wilson swapped the air mattresses in the junior primary.
In that junior primary suite almost.
Marshall was in there with us on the bunks.
No, we would have rather been anywhere else.
Right. Absolutely. I mean,
my God, should we talk about the fan cam edit?
Wow.
Can we talk about the fan cam edit?
His head is going to blow up with that.
He is going to be as big as...
I mean, his ego is going to be as big as who.
We haven't even told him about Lonnie.
Oh, my God.
We'll tell y'all about Lonnie again, episode 12.
Episode 12.
Ask us about Lonnie.
And his ego, along with a couple other things.
And britches.
Yes, exactly.
So, same thing's going to happen to Marshall.
Yeah. Our good close confidant, Kayla, which, by the way, I had noticed that Kayla's bio on TikTok said, what did it say? Manager at Adagianas.
Also, too. Yeah. Manager at Adagianas.
I freaking love it, Kayla at Adagianas. So she
this
did
one's for you.
Her first edit of Marshall. He has popped up in a lot of vlogs now and again, and I mean his head is gonna explode.
It is going to explode. I mean, y'all comment below if you've had a friend that their head just explodes.
They started out, so meek, so mild, and then they get to the point where, whoa, ego exploded, like bigger than you, better than you, can't even associate.
Comment below.
That is Marshall. Comment below, please.
Comment the frick below if you've ever known somebody.
What emoji should we do for that one?
Comment. What you should do?
A snake?
Alligator.
Oh, alligator emoji. Alligator emoji. If you
There is an alligator emoji, right?
nice.
If not
very,
a
very
snake.
cool. There is.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, there is.
Very, very nice and very unique
very,
and cool.
Very, very unique and cool and different.
You know, so.
Anyway, so that's that.
Tell them about Friday.
Let's get into
You had fun Friday, didn't you?
You had fun every night, didn't you, Tristan?
You had fun
you
Friday,
had fun
didn't you?
Sunday night, didn't you?
Channing.
I'll get into it, but which weekend would you rate as your favorite?
They were both like really, I think the first weekend, everyone always talks about like the second weekend is a lot more chill and more like
nice.
vibe. You know, like you're just like, you don't really need to have any like plan. I just went into weekend 2 with no real plans besides to pay attention more to Lady G of Lady Gaga and Associates and Charlie XCX and Incorporated. And other than that, I kind of just did what everybody else wanted to do. You know, I don't really give a fuck. I'm just kind of like sitting there along for the vibes and shit like that and stuff like that. And I really enjoyed. I think they were both. Weekend 1 was like go with the flow, like balls to the wall. Weekend 2, I think we had a little bit. You know, still had a lot of fun.
But more
still,
chill?
Still, yeah, it was definitely more chill.
Okay. I attempted to vlog it. I haven't really even looked at the footage yet, but all I know is I barely got any. So it's mainly just us kind of messing around at the house and a couple fit checks. But
Right.
I had a really fun time. I mean, the best part is it's all about that company that you keep at the end of the day. And I just loved being with our friends and just being kind of comfortable with the people that we were with. So we were all looking out for each other there. I wouldn't have known my way around anywhere once we got in there without the boys. Y'all all did really good with that.
We tried to, you know.
I guess because y'all had all gone to both weekends. And let me also say this. All the girls, you know, we only went the second weekend. We were like, okay, Tristan, Marshall, Patrick, and Brett. Like, are y'all going to be, do we think they're going to be okay to come back the second weekend? Like, you think their vibes are going to be okay? And I've said, listen, do y'all know who we are talking about? Okay? These boys are built different. So there was not a doubt in my mind that y'all would be able to come back. But y'all came back and they were still the strongest players in the house. Y'all, not really Brett. Brett was a little bit more low key, but you, Patrick, and Marshall stayed out the latest every single night. Y'all drank the most out of everybody.
Okay.
And I'll leave it at that. But I'm just saying y'all are built freaking different, champ. I mean, I don't know how y'all do it. I don't.
I had a friggin' blast.
I'm not saying it in a negative way at all. It's
you
just
after last week. I'm not trying to be mean.
I'm not nitpicking this week. No, but it just blows my mind because I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted, and I didn't even go the last night.
The only day that I was really concerned, for like, because I feel like every single time I've got a drink, I made an effort this time to get a water additionally. Genuinely, every single time.
You did have water bottles.
And it was like, they were only $2.
Yeah.
So I did not realize that the waters were only $2.
Yeah, I feel like I thought they were like $10.
I did too. So that just, really like
motivates you to get it.
Yeah, I was fine to get one every single time. And then, the only day that I was really kind of like not looking forward to was Sunday. I really didn't think I was going to make it. But
you did.
I ended up making it, and it was a great time.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. And I know y'all don't want to hear us talk anymore about Coachella, but, Channing, what was your favorite part? Maybe for a newcomer, this was your first Coachella.
I would say
I might take off this sweatshirt. I'm a little hot while you tell them about your Coachella.
Please do so. Definitely. You wearing anything underneath, baby? I definitely enjoyed, I liked Lady Gaga. I couldn't see her. I could only hear her, but I knew all the songs that she played. Obviously loved Charlie. Huge shout out to our friend Emma for getting the girls artist passes. So we were up there at the front for Charlie, which was just crazy. Truly, she loved that girl. And I know y'all all saw. I agree. You're not in the mic. Y'all all saw.
I need a headset mic.
Megan and Frankie and who else? Marshall and Emma all on the, what do you call it?
Jumbotron
at the Auburn game. Like, whatever. Live stream cam. Anyway, but I mean, I loved it. I freaking loved it. Honestly, I did. I wouldn't even say low point. It just ended up being a funny point, but I'm going to talk about when my what fell to my where.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that?
I sure do.
So after we had just everyone bought the sweatshirts. So this was before Lady Gaga. After.
Also, really clearly, I was eating my Reese's. I just want to say how much I love Emma as well, and shout out to Emma.
Emma, we owe Emma the world for everything she did for us for this weekend. Wow, just wow. We were living that American dream
I agree.
in the desert.
Now I'm not liking the way that my breasts are looking on camera. I'm not liking the way that my breasts are looking on camera.
Let me see, baby. Okay, do you want to get a different t-shirt?
I'm not comfortable with the way my breasts are looking on camera. Okay, why don't you? I'm gonna go.
You don't have your trainer bra on, do you? You don't have your trainer bra.
I don't have on my Meghan Trainor bra today, so
Okay.
my breasts are a little bit more out.
Okay.
Won't get a reduction.
Okay, honey, that's fine, baby.
I'm gonna put the Reese's down, and I'm gonna go get a reduction. Thank you so much. All
Go
right.
get
Wow.
a different t-shirt.
Wow. She talks about her experience. I'm gonna go grab another.
You could just hold. You could hold that art in front of you. Or do that.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna get into what happened next.
Okay. Now that I've gotten a breast reduction.
Tristan, you're fine. Just hold your shoulders back.
No. You look fine. Just make sure you hold your shoulders back and stand up straight. See, like I don't even want to stand. Like I can't do that. All right. So you tell them about your you know what falling off.
Whew, Lord have mercy. Okay. So after we listened to, who was that? Joe or what's his name? Joe. So we listened to Joe, who sings like, and when I'm back in Chicago, I feel it, whatever. That's the only song I really know by him. Emma loves him. We loved him. We were in the Rose Garden listening to him. And then that's when the wind started really picking up. So like all of our friends went over to get the Coachella sweatshirt merch. So we bought that. I have my hoodie on. Day one, I was wearing this purple strapless romper with a strapless bra underneath. Okay. Does that make sense? Yes. Because during the day, it is really hot. Okay. Oh, that matches my sweatshirt, actually. The pink and pink. So no, I think it's cute that we coordinate from afar. Okay, so anyway, we all bought the sweatshirts. It's taking me 20 minutes to tell this. And then Marshall really wanted to go see, who was that, Jenny, that first night?
Lisa Bug.
Okay, Lisa Bug. And I thought everyone was going. So Kat like grabbed me and was like, come on. And I was obviously trying to stay with the group because I can't navigate my way around. So I was like, okay. But no one else was going. So me and Kat and Marshall start going towards the whole other side.
I wanted to go, and then I realized how far it was going to be, so I couldn't do that.
No one told me. They were just like, all right, we're leaving. So I was like, okay. I mean, I don't want to be, alone. Oh, my God. Okay, coming. So we start. I mean, Marshall's a huge fan. So he is like, I'm not even exaggerating, like booking it across the whole entire facility, festival grounds.
I mean, and not everybody can do that at that time.
I know. And it was like bumping through like huge crowds, like left, right, like. And I'll admit it, I was drinking a little bit. So I was kind of like, woo, like,
no.
Come on. Yes, a little bit.
No.
Nothing crazy, but a little bit, yes. So anyway, I was just like, oh my gosh, okay, come on. Then look down, my shoe's untied. But I was like, we're going to be late apparently. So I'm just going to ignore it. Let's just keep going. But me and Kat were starting to like get like really giggly about it because I was like, we're literally sprinting through here. My shoe's untied. This is kind of hysterical,
right?
In a way. And then I was like, okay, hold on. Like my strapless bra is falling down. Okay. Because we were like literally like running. And so I was like, Marshall, please just give me like 1 second. Hold on. And he was like, no response, but he did stop because he was mad. So I was like pulling my strapless bra up under that huge hoodie. We keep running. We're like at this point literally in a full run.
You're not in a full run, are you?
How long is it taking me to tell this? I mean,
I can't at least 50 to 60.
I can't skip a detail. That's one thing about me. I can't skip a detail. Anyway, then the bottom of my romper had been at like above sea level right here all day. And I start feeling it almost below my knee level.
Below sea level.
So I was like, that's weird. And I looked down, my whole entire romper was falling down from up under the hoodie. Okay. Did you not know that?
I did. I was just acting dramatized. Okay.
Very cool.
Dramatization response for the on-camera experience. Very cool.
Very unique.
Very cool.
Very different.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, I had already had my one stop for Marshall, so I couldn't ask.
You're not still telling the story, are you?
I couldn't have another stop. So I was holding up the romper, shoe untied, other hand holding on to Kat, running through. It's not as funny as you retell it, but it was funny in the moment. Let's move on. Thanks. And then when we got to the event, I had to pull up the sweatshirt, and Kat had to fully redress me when we got there. Thanks.
Thanks.
I'll take a beat and let you talk now. Thanks.
I have nothing to say after that. I have nothing to say. The levels of exhaustion that I have felt over the past few days are something, we went from Florida, then I went to Miami, then I did the live show, work, Then we did Coachella. Then we came home for the week. You know, worked our ass, did the podcast, tried to decorate the studio, couldn't. Coachella Weekend too, couldn't. I mean, did. And then back to work. I think I have, you know, the bubonic plague.
Okay.
First of all. And I feel just my body is not, you know.
Okay.
I feel okay, but I do feel like, you know, my whole entire body is shot.
Okay.
And I'm ready to get above sea level.
Me too. I think hydration and rest is all we can ask for this week.
Hydration.
I totally agree. So anyway, then the last night at the festival, me and Brooke opted out, and we just kind of laid out at the pool and watched a movie that night because I was like, I know we're going to be out of this house at the crack of dawn on Monday morning. I want to feel normal. We watched, started watching Love on the Spectrum, the new season, because I hadn't seen it yet. So cute. So cute.
You have a review of it? Was it good?
Yeah. Have you ever watched it?
I've only watched it with Brooke when she like wants me to watch it.
Like the first season?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was about to.
You are burping on camera?
Sorry, not on camera.
Very cool.
Very unique. It's so sweet. I mean, it's some of the same people that have been on the first couple seasons and then a couple new people.
I see it a lot on TikTok.
Yeah.
I watch a majority of my shows on TikTok.
Obviously, it's a lot of like really cringy moments. Kind of like when they're getting more like romantic and stuff like that. But or just like some of the comments they say are just funny. But I mean, you laugh, you cry, truly. I mean, y'all obviously I'm sure everyone has watched it.
You get all the emotions.
All the feels.
All
like
the emotions.
Yes.
I just started watching. Have you started this season of Hacks?
No, I need to watch it.
And for all those people who watch Hacks, I mean, Meg Stalter.
Yeah.
I love and adore her. She cracks my big fat ass up.
Really?
Everything she says.
How?
Because it sounds just like us. It really reminds me of Sodi because it just sounds exactly like her. I was sending some Snapchats. I'm sure you didn't watch them last night.
I didn't care to watch.
I know you didn't care to watch them.
I went to bed at like 9 p.m. last night.
But I mean, I'd really love for you to get into that because I would love to talk about it on here. I think that could be really fun for us.
How many seasons are there?
4.
'Cause I haven't watched in a while, but yes, I would love to do that.
There's no phones right now.
Oh my God.
What is that? May I see? Oh, is that at Coachella?
Yeah.
Good.
Very cute.
So for those audio only listeners.
Well, I have the visuals. People didn't see that.
I don't think they did. But Channing just got a very interesting image.
From Frankie.
We'll throw it up on the screen.
Yeah.
Anyway. Not going to be talked about yet.
Very, very pretty baby.
Episode 12.
Episode 12. We'll show it.
We'll show a blurred out version of it.
I wish Kat had taken a picture where my romper was falling on the ground too. We were laughing. Not to bring that back up. I said, no, you hate that story. But anyway, to me, it's funny. Anyway, what's your roast and toast of the week?
My toast is
start with that roast.
Let's start with that roast. I mean,
and you can't say exhaustion. I think you said that.
No, yeah, I know. I've said that in every like kind of thing. But wait, let's see. Roast. Well, I mean, I was sad that I couldn't binge more of my show last night. Of Hacks because there was only 3 episodes out, so I was like really annoyed, and I wanted to keep on watching and utilizing that, but I wasn't able to. Just due to there only being 3 episodes.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant because you had to go to bed or something.
That as well.
Oh, cool.
But I was trying to avoid talking about being tired. Thanks so much. Your romper didn't fall off at Coachella, did it?
Very unique.
Okay. And then, unless you want, do you want to do your toast?
My roast?
Or your roast, yeah.
I mean, my roast?
It's hard to have a roast.
It's hard to have a roast. I know when you're so blessed. I totally agree. I mean, maybe the traffic going to Coachella because it just took us like almost 5 hours to get there, and it shouldn't take that long. No. But Brett was a warrior in that driver's seat, y'all. I mean,
my God, I couldn't
he
say
treated us like passenger princesses.
Some of our, people treat us like cat shit.
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of people treat us like cat shit. Brett was treating us like complete passenger princesses.
Like royalty.
Yeah.
Love that. I think my toast. I mean, it's always, and it's really hard today. I might be feeling a little bit jumpy. Quitting vaping. I've been vaping for God knows how long. And, as much as I love it, and I just, it was time to make a change. And anyway, I've been very grumpy all day at work. Feel horrible. Sorry to my coworkers if you are listening. I love y'all. Sorry to my friends. And really to Channing, because when, she's talking about, like, I'm going to CVS and doing this, like, you need to have everything set up. And I was like, I know that I have to have it. I'm just
I was trying not to have a repeat of last week where I was snapping at him the whole time.
Then I started snapping.
And that's love. And that's life.
Yeah,
And
no,
that's
that's what life is. But I did see a TikTok today, literally, and it was perfect timing. It was like
Don't give up.
you see the hottest person ever, like you're like they are so hot, sexy, cute, gorgeous, and then they pick up a vape, and it's just like that. It's immediately gone. So I'm trying to be hot, sexy, gorgeous, cute,
And you are, baby.
and not pick up a vape.
And you are, baby.
I'll just do cigarettes.
I'll just switch to cigars.
So I will do Cuban cigars.
I do like that you're saying this publicly, kind of like the same way that you said you were never going to podcast hungover again.
Right.
It's like these are public statements. Everyone's aware.
And I haven't done the hungover thing since I did it, which is good. I mean, we've had 3 episodes. This is our 4th since then.
Right,
so
right.
haven't done that yet, which I'm
Yeah.
really proud. So, I mean,
We'll see.
I was thinking about making it into a TikTok series. I don't know if I'm going to do that, but
Let's give it like a couple days and then maybe you should do that.
well, my friend, you know Mayo Teo on TikTok.
Mhm.
Okay. Love her to goddamn death. She did one
I
of
did see
the,
hers.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and she made it seem so easy. And I have like the icebreakers and I have all that stuff, but like, I mean, it really is hard. I think it's just like, but it's also like, I don't even like doing it. I just do it for
You're used to
fun
its habit.
and I'm used to it. So anyway, I'll keep y'all updated on how that's going. If you see me out in Los Angeles and
or
I have
anywhere.
in the continental greater US as we typically travel,
Definitely.
make sure
Smack it out of his hand.
make
and
sure a bitch
toss it.
isn't doing it.
Right.
But I threw them all in the trash.
Do you have any around here is what I'm wondering because you have a
I'll
little
be
lot
honest,
in
I
you?
looked earlier. When I got home, I had nothing.
Wow.
So I looked, I had nothing.
Okay.
So I mean, if anybody of our followers wants to, stop vaping with me, in solidarity, feel free to DM. We can even do a support group on,
Definitely.
Instagram,
definitely.
and I can keep y'all updated on how that's going because I am looking forward to getting into better health.
I think so too. I mean, you are going to be glowing by the end of the week, Tristan. I think you are.
I'm gonna be a new man.
You're going to have your glow back.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
beautiful, Trish. And we'll keep in touch about it here on the podcast as well as too
Nice.
also over iMessage and stuff
And
like that. Anyway,
And
my
your
toast. My toast. I mean, definitely my first Coachella, I think, in the books and doing it with, some people that I really love and really, really enjoyed. It was a very unique experience. Also, I would say my another toast is the response to the Canyon prank call because, last week when I came in here, we were both kind of bouncing off each other in a negative. I felt like it was negative a little bit. When I heard it back the next day, I was like, damn, I really do sound kind of mean, but
I was
that
editing
fine.
and I was like, there were some times where I was like, damn, that bitch shot me down.
Well, some of it was
But
true.
I really, my favorite, that top comment of like, a podcast that starts with an apology is one that I want to watch.
That's because I didn't, watching it back, it was kind of better because you could tell I'm like kind of laughing and like messing with you.
Right.
But just the audio, I was like, woo, I really kind of gave it to you, huh? But
I think if I would have been a little bit more tipsy, which like towards the prank call time, I did get a little bit more tipsy, which was
Right.
good. Then it would have been great.
it was, it ended up being funny
it was
and great.
we're just rock stars.
It couldn't have gone any better. I just sounded like a complete bitch. But anyway. No, so the response to Canyon being such a great sport.
Miss
And
Canyon.
yeah, we're gonna prank call again today. Okay, what's your word of the week?
What I couldn't stop saying this past weekend, which is how I'm kind of interpreting it right now, would be very, 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 and saying very unique, very nice, very, very great, very normal, very, very cool. Oh, very, very cool. Can't stop saying that. Said that in response to every possible thing that you could possibly think of. Oh, that was
Oh my gosh. Yay.
that was when it all incurred.
Yeah,
There was-
incurred.
Yeah.
My word, that's cute, Trish. We used to say nice, cool, which we still do. So now he's just adding a very, very in front of it.
Right.
My word of the week, which I've said before in the past, but not officially, is the word remoderately.
Love that.
I really like that one because it's just a good mix of.
Someone said that on the TikTok, maybe?
I
Or the
said it on
comments. I know.
said
Then
it.
someone commented
Yes,
that.
exactly.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's a good one. Just like, like.
Oh, and wait, sorry, go ahead with the explanation. I feel terrible.
It's okay, but someone actually did say that out loud when we were in college. They were like, we were like at the lake or something, and this guy was like, I mean, not to me, but another guy, can you hand me a beer that's like moderately cold? And I thought it was really funny because
And
I was looking around, I was like,
Little did he
anybody
know.
else hear that? So, yeah, picked up on that one and brought it back here recently.
I'll actually go, because I said this earlier, but would be memorandum.
Okay, yeah.
Rest in memorandum rather than in memoriam or in memorial. Rest in memorandum. So I think that's really
pretty.
pretty.
Just if you have a memory, it's like a memorandum. And
Yeah.
So it's kind of an expansion. Okay, very cool.
Expansion pack.
Definitely. Okay, we are going to be moving on to the prank call portion of today.
Prank call, prank call.
So
I have it pulled up.
we're going to start with Amir, and then we'll do that one.
I don't want to talk to Amir. I'm scared.
It's nothing to be scared of.
Okay.
It's nothing to be afraid of.
So I didn't fully watch your prank call video with him.
Very cool.
So I just wanted to, well, I mean, I was like kind of listening when I was outside and y'all were getting started, but then I had to start getting ready for the festival.
I'll just give a full background just in case everyone doesn't know anyway.
Yeah.
But you're going to be speaking to him today since I spoke to him the other day. Does that make sense?
So we weren't even actually here for this incident at Brett's birthday with Chef Amir. But for those who have not heard, there was a Chef Amir for Brett's birthday that he hired.
Through a company. I'm not sure the name of the company.
Not sure of the company. You know, it's not our, we did not hire them. We did not hire them.
No.
And he completely just served up like Trader Joe's food, I believe.
Like horrible food. And charged Brett $1 million. And then like
$1 million plus.
Didn't wash the plates in between courses. Told them like lower your standards. Like use all Brett's silverware. And it was supposed to be like a literal professional chef. So then when they like reached out to the company and was like, can we get money back or like at least credit to get a different chef and have like the real experience, they shut him down. They were like, you just need to reach out just to Chef Amir yourself and ask him for the money back. Like, how unprofessional is that? Like, you would never call up an Uber driver.
I agree.
And be like, you pay me back, because Uber would pay you back. Anyway,
right.
Bottom line is, I prank called Chef Amir because Brett has his personal number this weekend. And I was basically just like, baby, it's me. Like, I met you this weekend. Like, I know sparks were flying. Like, da-da-da. Etc. And then this woman gets on the phone and is like, hello, this is Amir's wife. Like, who is this? And I was like, baby, you have a wife. What the hell? Baby, I thought I was the one. You know, we saw each other. You said raw next question, that kind of thing. And then the wife was like, well, he doesn't know who you are. Da-da-da-da-da. Hung up. So then I left him a voice memo. I'm blocked. So I am blocked. So we're going to be calling off your number today.
Good to know.
And
I mean, I have the thing where he can just see it's my name, so that's awesome.
I think I do too.
Perfect. What is, like, do you have a storyline that I can utilize?
I think you should just ask him, like, hey, I got your number from like a friend of mine, and I am looking actually to hire somebody that does personal chef, like personal cooking. What are your specialties? Give me a little bit of your background, and then like kind of go from there. And then if needed, I can take the mic.
Maybe what are some fun dishes we can do? Oh, do you do cooter juice shots?
Do you do cooter juice shots? Do you do Christmas fettuccine?
Yes, Christmas fettuccine in the heat of the summertime.
Yes. Do you do
something about alligator?
And we need to ask like if he knows like the Adagiana special. Special sauce.
We really like Adagianas, and we're trying to recreate those recipes at home in Los Angeles.
For, like, say I'm like proposing to my girlfriend. Like,
yes. Okay.
Okay, this is perfect. Let me find his number.
Because this is just like we're doing inquiries, and if he is the chef that he says that he is,
yeah,
then he should be able to do this shit for us. I'm sorry, I feel horrible.
Okay, let me find.
Okay.
It is 9 p.m. on a Tuesday, but that's fine. Who cares? We're going to call a couple. What? Call one more time. Call 2 more times.
I guess we can just see if he'll call me back. While you're calling that person, I'll text the chef, and I'll just like send him an inquiry, and then see if he can call me. Like, it's very last minute, but I'm trying to propose tomorrow.
Yeah, and say, please call me before like 9:30 p.m.
This one is from Carly. Shout out to Carly.
Hi,
Hello
Carly.
to Carly. Hi, divas. Would love if y'all prank call my best friend Lauren. She lives in Columbus, Ohio, and goes to school for accounting at OSU. She recently got a job working with CPAP machine data. What the fuck?
That's when you put it on and people stop snoring.
Yeah.
I used to try to make you get.
Shut the fuck up. And told me no one is giving her any information on what exactly the job entails. Meaning y'all have full control over what her new job is. Have fun. Love the pod. Her number is. I'm wondering if we act like she's already on like if we act like she's already on staff and we act like someone who's like calling for their husband who needs a CPAP.
Yeah,
They have really
yes,
bad.
that's good. Wait, what did it say her position was with them?
Like, hey, I got your number in the registry for the
from Dasco. Like, I really need you to come do home health services and bring my husband a CPAP.
And I'll be the husband. I'll be the husband.
And do like loud snoring sounds. And then,
This podcast is gonna be really enjoyable for people who listen to like loud snoring.
Okay, it's also if she lives in Ohio, it's 11 p.m. for her. That's
fine. Is this Lauren with Dasco?
All right, here we go. I'm calling. Keep it up in case I get confused. Really,
Don't piss
Lauren?
me off, Lauren.
Do not piss us off, Lauren. Really, Lauren? So we did a little shuffling around in our messages, and we found another option.
Y'all need to answer. Make sure if you are submitting, we want you round the clock.
We are doing this late at night. It's like 11 p.m. Central time.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. But
turn on and answer any calls any times of night for the next year if you've submitted
to the next 3 to 6 years.
Right. Never miss a call. Okay, so here's what we've landed on for now.
Love this one.
I'm obsessed with this one. It is submitted by Liv with a juice box. Olivia F. Love it. Please prank call my best friend, Ashlyn Mag. We live in Temecula, California.
Hi, Temecula. Okay, so she could be up.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's perfect. She recently started nail school and toured nail schools. I think it would be funny if you called as the nail school she didn't end up going to and confirm her payment for $3,000 went through. I might up the amount too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
The nail school is called Nail Success Academy. So I'm thinking I'm going to start it. And then if there are any issues or really just in general, I'm going to be like, okay, never mind. I'll let you speak to my manager or like head of the department,
in the billing department.
And pass it on over to you. That makes sense?
Sounds aight.
Hi, may I speak with Ashlyn?
Who is this?
Hi there. This is Danielle with Nail Success Academy. I am just calling to let you know that we have completely processed your payment for $4,500 and looking forward to having you enroll with us for the next semester.
Who is this?
Hi there. This is Danielle from Nail Success Academy. Ashlyn, can you hear me? Ashlyn? Hey there. This is Danielle from Nail Success Academy. I need confirmation, just, letting you know that payment went through, that you will still be attending for this next semester. If not, we're going to have to bump it and double it and give it to the next person. So just let me know if you're going to be available. And if you have any questions, I can pass you along to my billing director. But your card on file has been charged, so I just wanted to go ahead and give you a heads up.
Oh, what were the last 4 digits of the card on file?
I can't say over the phone, but I will be passing you over to my head of billing. Thanks, Ashlyn.
Yeah, of course.
Hello, Ashlyn. How are you?
So good. How are you?
Good. I understand that there's been some issues and that you were just completely been thrown for the loop. I mean, if you're not serious about this anymore, I see on your file that you have been touring some, alternate locations. We are definitely interested, in getting that payment charged so we can get you fully onboarded and everything like that. Which is why we've gone ahead and charged it. I'm not sure if that's come through. Should go through first thing in the morning, but I did not want that to be a surprise.
Oh, okay. When do I start?
Actually had a last minute cancellation. You were going to be starting on... Excellent.
Call again. She definitely knew.
She definitely knew. I didn't even want to do it anymore.
All right.
You're going to be starting today.
You're starting tonight.
She's calling back.
Okay, answer. Just say you're starting tonight, Ashlyn. Hello.
Hi. I think we got disconnected.
Hi, Ashlyn. Yeah, sorry. I think you were talking with my boss, Zach. And I think that
Your ball sack?
my boss, Zach.
Oh, right.
My boss's name is Zach.
Oh.
So we are going to need you to start tonight. Ashlyn, we're going to need you to start tonight.
Who are you? Just tell me who you are.
All I can say, we have charged your credit card for... Ashlyn, we are going to charge your credit card $4,500.
$30.
And
Please, who are you?
it's 9:29 right now. We need you in at 9:30
On the clock.
or otherwise your spot's going to be released. So
This is non-refundable.
this is non-refundable. I cannot stress that enough. And my boss, Zach,
And I start tonight?
you start tonight at 9:30, sweetheart.
Okay, please.
You start at 9:30.
Let me talk to her for a second.
What?
Where's the school?
Let me talk to her for a second.
Hang on, let me transfer. You know, I do billing, Ashlyn. I do billing. I'm not familiar.
I thought your boss Zach did billing.
No, I do. I am his coordinator, Ashlyn, sweetheart. My boss handles that. I sometimes have to answer his phone calls. Okay, you know it's hard enough as it is. I'm gonna transfer you back over to Danielle. Okay, give me 1 second, sweetheart. And I just want to say that there's a guy there, so she must be
She
screwing
must be
somebody.
screwing. I'll ask her. Danielle, Nail Success Academy.
Hi. I was just wondering, where's the school located for me to be at right now?
It's in Temecula, but we're actually going to have you start out just on a Zoom link tonight. So if you don't mind hopping on that now, the rest of the class is in their training. So it looks like you're the last one. You are running a little bit late tonight, Ashlyn. If you could log on as soon as you could so you don't get an additional fine, that would be smiled upon.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Are there other people there with you, Ashlyn? Because, you know, this is your education. If you're not going to take it seriously, let us know.
Actually, my sister is here, but
What time
she
is it?
also interested. I can give you her phone number if you want.
Honey, you were the last slot, sweetie. Okay, we don't have anything else available for the rest of the year, okay? Is there a reason that you guys are laughing or?
Transfer you back.
Okay, I'm going to transfer you back to billing, sweetie. Class started over 2 minutes ago. So, I mean, honestly, you're already getting an additional late fee right now. If this is not something you're going to take seriously, hey, we get it, but you are completely charged right now. Transferring.
Hi, this is Tiff back with billing. This is Tiff with billing. Thanks.
Nail Success Academy.
Nail Success Academy. Okay, so hey, sweetheart, I'm gonna stop you right there, sweetheart. So, as we mentioned earlier, you know, class did start at 9:30. We needed you on virtual tonight. It's gonna be 9:32. It is gonna be 9:32. You know, it's gonna be in person tonight. But I just want to let you know, it's gonna be in person. Excuse me, sweetheart. Tomorrow, tonight, we still need you on that Zoom. We have charged you an additional $1,500 for your late fee. We've charged you an additional late fee. Of $1,500.
And if your sister's coming on this call, she's getting charged as well.
I'm really sorry for this inconvenience towards you guys. I really hate being late, and I don't want to put you out. I just feel so horrible.
You should, and I'm gonna stop you right there, sweetheart. I've noticed some other people in the background. They're going to be getting charged too. It's going to go on your card. It is going to go on your card ultimately.
How much am I getting charged for them?
So there's the $1,500 for you. Well, we've got the $4,000, and then we've got the $1,500 late fee. And then we have an additional $3,000 per head per enrollment. Sorry, I have my boss right here with me. Per enrollment. So
tonight my total is.
You have a Are you writing this down? Do you have a calculator? Or do you need me to help?
Yes. No, I'm actually really good at math, and I just did it, and my total tonight is $12,000.
You're getting charged $12,000.
Sweetie, that's before taxes too. Ashlyn, can you hear me, sweetie? This is Danielle with Nail Success Academy.
I need you guys to know you're really funny. I have to know who you are.
Thank you for letting us know. We cannot reveal our identities, Ashlyn.
I'm just gonna Google reverse search the phone number.
Okay, so just don't do that now. You'll be getting a link here later to do a brief survey review of how we've done for you. Yeah. And just for now, we're going to charge the $12,000. We are going to charge before taxes.
Before taxes, Ashlyn. And if you do that Google reverse search, that's going to be an additional $5,000 per head.
Nice.
Very.
All right. Well,
very
thank
cool.
y'all. Thank y'all for calling us today. We'll make sure to charge those credit cards, and we'll send you over that Zoom link whenever we can. Thanks so much, sweetheart. Okay, we'll talk to you soon.
Our attorneys will be over there in the morning. Our attorneys will be over there in the morning. Thanks.
I knew that they knew it was
a joke,
but I actually really did have fun too
Me
because it was
too.
a mutual joke.
Yeah, it's been a snooze fest.
It has been a
This has
fucking
been a joke
joke and a half
of an episode.
We've tried.
We tried to get the pictures done. We tried to prank call. We tried to recap. Up in freaking flames. The only good thing was the Kohl's cashews that I still have on my person.
I agree.
We do have a new idea for starting next week at that Cop 2 section.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a new portion that we're starting next week.
Yes.
Maybe we'll do this instead of roast and toast or something, because I feel like we already roast and toast in our general debriefs.
Yeah.
But we're going to be starting a new portion. I don't know if we'll do it every week, but we're definitely going to do it next week, and it's called cop to. And y'all are going to, maybe we'll do a little question box
on Instagram.
And you can DM us or put in the question box or DM us, either or, if there's anything you want to cop to. So if you have any huge confessions or like secrets that you want to reveal anonymously, or if you want your name and identity out there, we can do that too.
Right.
It can basically just be like, you're confessing to us, hey, you know what, I want to cop to this. Anything you want to cop to, I want to cop to this.
Think we'll probably answer maybe some on the Instagram story and then do a couple of maybe the longer formats.
Juicer ones on
the juicer ones. So if y'all have like maybe the long ones, you can swipe up when we post the story. The shorter ones you can do on that little question box. I think could be really, really pretty.
Maybe I'll post it like the day before or something. Yeah.
And cop to is also kind of just another, the word that we
word
use.
of a week, a little bit.
If you are out with your friends this weekend, maybe, if you wake up and y'all had a crazy night or something like that, all you have to do is send them a text about 9 a.m. Have it scheduled maybe.
Yeah.
Anything
or earlier.
Or probably earlier. Schedule it on your phone for like 7:30 and then say anything you want to cop to.
Anything you want to cop to from last night. And this face like, you messed up.
And the eye emoticons.
Yeah, make
the
it
two
feel like
eye emoticons.
they did something bad. And then you can confess that to us too. Like, we didn't do anything crazy this weekend, but I asked my friend, do anything you want to cop to? And something funny happened. Funny stories, those crazy cop to moments that happen when that moment start to be like then.
When that moment be like and everything like that.
Copping to. And Tristan and me might have something to cop to next week too. I don't know. We'll see, what the week holds.
I'm not going to have anything to cop to. I'm going to be a good boy.
Highly doubt it.
Wow. Okay,
but
well.
That's it.
That's all she wrote for today.
Happy episode 4. Wow.
It 4? Yeah. Happy
step
episode
closer
4.
to 12.
Make sure to like, subscribe,
comment,
review, rate.
I did see a lot of ratings on Spotify, which
Hell
I appreciate.
Yeah.
I don't know how to see
We're about to hit 3K on
Ah,
YouTube.
that's so exciting.
Hell
so
yeah.
We'll do something crazy for that.
Do a big celebration for that.
Thank you for listening and for always, like we always say, understanding us. Y'all really got the prank calls from last week, and we appreciate the support.
I wish we could have prank called more people. I really do. Love y'all so much, and we'll see you next weekend. Bye,
y'all. Have a blessed week. Thanks.
Good evening.
Yay.